that touchdown right there was indicative, but also the run that he had earlier where he scrambled for a touchdown. It's really, we've seen a dramatic shift for him in the past few weeks.
Absolutely, Brian. As the weeks go by, BY has looked better and better under center for the Black and Blue. It's been 5 games since the former top overall pick returned as QB1 for Carolina, and despite the team now being 2-3 in that span, it's very evident that he's making the most of a second chance after serving as the backup behind Andy Dalton. The main thing during that stretch is that Carolina's opponents are forcing Bryce to make plays. All season long, the Panthers have primarily leaned on their ground attack led by Chuba Hubbard. However, in the 5 games since Bryce took back over, the Panthers have been held under 100 yards rushing in 4 of them, with teams loading the box against Carolina. Due to that, it's actually led to some impressive numbers by Bryce, 0 interceptions in the last 3 games, and just yesterday, he finished with 315 yards of offense and 2 scores. Dave Canales says it's a result of Bryce getting more comfortable in the scheme as the games go by.
They've been in these critical, situations for the last 2 weeks for sure, and then going back to the Saints game, but just operating within the system and the tools that the guys are ready for to apply, given those specific 3rd and 4th and critical types of situations. And so, just a great job of taking those conversations, taking the practice reps, and then applying them to high pressure situations which don't bother him. He just plays ball.
And that's really the main thing that we have seen from Bryce, Brian, is him being able to use his legs to extend those plays and find guys down the field. Something we didn't really see in those first couple of games, but he's definitely showing that he's back to that Alabama Bryce, as some of the guys have been saying.
Heisman Bryce, yeah, it was fun to watch it too. I know a lot of people were screaming in the stands like me here about 50 yards from you in the press box where you couldn't scream or whatever, but I know you probably felt a little bit of that. One of the things that a lot of people are talking about is that Adam Thielen no touchdown that everyone thought was a touchdown, but there was an issue with the cameras that a lot of people, like the folks in New York who were reviewing that, did not have the access to that?
Yeah, absolutely. So there was a difference. Yeah, that game didn't have as many camera angles as other games would. Dave Canales actually touched on that today. Typically, primetime games, you're able to see every little detail, but yesterday, that game being in that 4 o'clock slot didn't have enough camera angles. There was a pool report from one of the replay officials just saying, hey, you got to take that up with the broadcasting team as far as why there weren't that many angles. Not really something that the NFL can control, but if you just talk to Mike Pereira, he was on the call, the rules analyst for Fox on the NFL, he says that likely should have been a touchdown if they had an extra angle. Definitely would have made a big difference in the game if Carolina's able to get 7 there as opposed to.
Absolutely would have made a difference in the game, but he also squandered a lot of opportunities as well. All right, Gabe, thanks.